WFRN, that's Torrin Wells with Hills and Valleys at 7:21. Good morning. Welcome to the WFRN Morning Show. We are Doug and Cody on this Friday morning. It's a little cloudy out there. Maybe some haze that's still left over from maybe some rainfall that moved through the area last night, but then maybe some more rain this afternoon again.
This we know 100% in the forecast that as soon as I stop talking, it's time for Triple P with Trisha. Trish, good morning.
Good morning.
So glad to have you here.
How are you guys today?
Well,
doing great.
I feel very blessed, doing well, but I can always use a little more parenting advice. So I love it when you come in. And understand you have a winner this morning.
Yes,
Trish.
we're really excited. Denise Walter. She is our weekly winner.
Congratulations,
Denise.
Thank you for taking the time to leave a comment with us this week. It was really helpful and encouraging.
Someone might be wondering, well, how did Denise win? And I guess she sent in a question. She communicated on Facebook.
She did something.
Or email or some type of...
I don't handle that part, so I don't know. I just get sent the questions and the comments when they come in. So
you kind of have your own little entourage, your staff.
Yeah,
we
have a system because I'm not super social media savvy.
Right.
So somebody else does all that for me.
We do know that in order to win, you have to do something.
Yes.
Leave a comment, ask a question, reach out to Triple P in some fashion through either the WFRN Morning Show Facebook page. You can do it through asking a question through the Triple P's email, which is just simply
info@tripleplcounty.org.
And then you can always maybe just email us here at the morning show, mornings@WFRN.com. We'll make sure we pass you on. We just love it when you, the WFRN family, have an opportunity to interact one-on-one with Triple P, with Trisha, and you guys have an opportunity to match up like that.
Go to Facebook, search for Triple P Elkhart County. Now, if someone were to drive by Triple P headquarters and give a friendly hunk from their car horn, would that get them entered for a prize? Probably not.
It'd be really hard to track them down.
At least yell your name out the window on the way by.
Yeah, but you'll see friendly faces waving back through the windows.
I'm Cody!
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to use a snail mail, you could do that, I guess, too.
Ooh, stamps.
Yeah.
So, I love that we're talking about teenagers again this week. I know a lot of ears just perked up when they heard that.
Yeah.
Because you become extra aware with teenagers that I really could hone my parenting skills. There's always room for improvement.
My goodness, the teen years will stretch us like we never thought possible.
Plastic Man, the superhero, he must have had a lot of teenagers. He just got stretched. And
I don't even know what you're talking about. Sorry.
There's
an action figure or something?
A stretchy guy. He stretches.
Okay.
So
I
what
was
are
into
in a
Barbie
house
dolls.
full of teenagers.
So
Stretch Armstrong? I remember that. Maybe it was a similar concept.
She's too young for that, Cody. And so are you. How do you know about Stretch Armstrong? You have to be an old geezer like me.
Was that an old toy?
40-year-old.
I thought it was a current toy when I was young.
Oh, do they still do stretch?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if they still do it.
They got those other weird, stretchy, gross toys. But yeah.
So teenagers this time of year, what are they dealing with?
A lot of anxiety, actually.
Really?
So we're going to talk about how to help your child, your teen, really cope with their anxieties.
Okay.
And I know a lot of things that the teenagers get anxious about and they're fearful. Even looking back at our past history, we're like, okay, those aren't even big deals. Going to school. Why are you having issues going to school? Why do you not want to go to school? Why do you not want to go to class? Why would you not want to go hang out with your friends? Why is this all of a sudden a big deal? Why is it causing anxieties? So to us, we know it's not really a big life-threatening deal. It's not going to affect them forever. This is just a temporary challenge, but to them it's a very real, very present, very big, scary situation that they are hyper-focusing on.
As adults, we have a context to put it in. We have framework of experience.
Yeah.
But they don't.
True. And there are adults who do struggle with anxiety. So hopefully by us helping our teenagers learn how to cope with it at the younger age, we can prevent that from traveling on into the older years. But,
so how can we do that?
Well, again, it starts with us. Because we need to be the parent and explain to them that they are actually reacting in a normal way. Their body is reacting in a very normal way in that fight, flight, or freeze type of mode, but just in a situation that's not actually a threat. So.
Kind of overreacting?
Yeah, I guess that's one way you could say it.
Okay.
So it's a normal response for the body, just not the right situation for them to actually needing to experience it.
Okay, so there's nothing wrong with you. This is normal.
And that can usually reduce quite a bit of the anxiety. If it's a higher anxiety situation, it won't make it go away, but it can reduce the anxiety, letting them know, like, okay, I'm not a total freak because I'm overreacting to having to give a class presentation.
Right. Yeah. So, people in general don't like talking in front of people until they get it figured out.
So if you don't mind me asking, what was maybe a fear you can look back and say, like, oh my goodness, I was totally spazzing for nothing? For me, it was public speaking.
I can have I can remember that about public speaking if the class all was taking turns and there wasn't an order.
Yeah,
that was clear. Like, you could have been called at any time. It was going to be your turn. It was just like, not me, not me, not me. And then as I would basically get my wish and it was not my turn yet, I kept not getting called, then it became apparent that it was coming. I was like, I'm not going to be able to avoid this the whole class period. We've got 15 minutes left, and then I think there's only 5 people left. I'm definitely going to get called. I need to get over this because I got to get ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I was kind of a weird kid. I think I had my coping mechanisms. I guess here's one thing that comes to mind. If this didn't happen a lot, but from time to time, when the music teacher or some teacher would say, okay, everybody pick a partner.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, because you want to get your best friend or whatever, but then you don't know if somebody else is going to snag them first. That little bit of insecurity.
And also I was like a foot taller than any other kid in my class and wasn't necessarily the natural partner to pick. But I remember once in music class, the teacher said, if you boys, some of us boys said, if you don't stop talking out in class, you're going to sit in the corner and you're not going to get to participate in dance week. And I think took her until at least Thursday to realize that we were intentionally talking
Nobody
out.
wanted to dance.
So we had to sit in the corner and not be part of dance week.
My kids would totally do that too. Yeah, they would. So, but yeah, looking back, we can tell that, like, okay, yeah, that was a life skill we needed to learn. We overcame it and, we're stronger for it. We need to do the same thing for our kids. But we also have to realize that if their unpleasant, fearful, anxiety feelings are lasting for a length of time, as parents and caregivers, we need to go ahead and really consider seeking that professional help to help our kids, because it might be something deeper, it might be more intense. So we just need to, monitor and see how long it's lasting. Is it a day or two? Is it like a week, or is it lasting months?
And Triple P can provide or help connect people with that. You want to help bridge people across.
Absolutely,
to that.
Yes, we can. So one quick way that we can help our teens deal with the anxiety is to teach them coping skills. So deep breathing techniques. So take a deep breath, hold it for 10 seconds. That's a lot of quiet time on air.
Long time.
That's the longest I ever went without talking on the morning show.
10 seconds will make an alarm go off in this building.
Literally.
If there's been too much silence. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Interesting fact.
It sounds like a submarine under attack. But.
So the normal body, when we're not in anxiety mode, breathes about 10 to 12 times a minute.
Okay.
So when you're in like an anxiety panic attack mode, you're almost hyperventilating. You're breathing really fast. So you want to bring the breathing rate down. So that's why you hold your breath for about 10 seconds, let it out really slow for 10 seconds, and then switch that to 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out, 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out.
And does this involve essential oils? That would even help even more for the calming.
I would think so, yes. Not everybody can afford them.
That's true.
Yeah. Essential oils are great.
Essential oils wouldn't hurt, but the breathing's the main thing.
Yeah.
Focusing on calming down.
Yeah. So practice that with your teen. Talk about the situation that's bringing them the anxiety, and practice it for about 5 minutes, because then you're setting a pattern. So hopefully the next time that they experience a challenging situation that would bring them anxiety, they're going to be more likely to do that.
Okay.
I'm a big believer in breathing techniques because I do it when I run. And when I'm winded, but I have to go like a mile, and I have to do it because I'm a mile away from my house. I have to get home. I will start to really concentrate on breathing for 2 reasons. Number one, it helps me find a rhythm that I'm comfortable with. And then it also takes my mind off the thing that I'm worried about. I'm worried about being tired. And if I can just find a rhythm of breathing, that makes the time go a little faster. It makes my body, it seems to function a little better. And then before I know it, I'm home, and I didn't stop and call for help or anything like that. I was able to
That's great.
to handle it on my own.
I often think, oh, Cody must be anxious. He's sort of breathing fast. And then I realize he's been running. He's been running around. Okay, so focus on breathing. And then what would be the next step?
Help them write out like the negative feelings that they're dealing with. So if they say like, I'm worthless, I can't do this, I can't talk in front of people. Well, okay, that's what their feelings. Feelings are feelings. But then counter those feelings. Like, okay, what can you say to yourself when you're starting to feel that way? Like, I am valued. I am loved. I can do this. It's hard, but I can do this. So find a positive, find that flip switch so they can think positively about themselves and the situation they're dealing with. So those are just two quick ideas.
Can I ask you a quick personal question? One of my children was sat down with me, and I was hugging them, and I said something like, I said, "You're so special," and they said, "I'm not special. There's nothing special about me." And I said, "Oh my, you are so special." And I gave some reasons. I said, God made you, and he made you just for our family. And was that the good thing to do? Just affirm it? Or was there something else I should have done?
Sure. I think that's a great thing to do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because as a parent's mind, there's this little thought in the back of my head that's like, oh no, is this the beginning of some horrible, So, but then I think, no, this is normal, right? This is normal.
It is very normal,
They need
So what you
affirmation.
could do maybe is get even more specific and descriptive, because those are good phrases that you just shared with us. Thank you.
Yeah.
But they are still very generic.
Okay.
So a lot of us as Christian parents would say things like that. So
no fortune cookie phrases.
That's a great.
That you could get out of a fortune cookie. Yeah, just make it custom tailored for them.
Yeah. So maybe your child's really gifted with art and you're not. That makes you special to me because I find that amazing.
Okay.
So that's what I would encourage you to do.
Okay,
really seek out things that makes them a true special individual.
And I'm thinking right now in the busyness of life, I want to make a point to do that, not just in response to that being said, but actually out of the blue, sharing that in some
totally.
way. Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah. That's really effective.
Good.
Getting my Triple P game on.
You guys are getting good at this.
Thanks to you guys.
So we have a lot of Triple P events coming up. A lot of them are free. Well, actually, all of them are free.
Great.
Most of them have childcare provided. And I'd like to encourage anybody out there to come join us over the school year and next summer. Come join us for the events. If you're a foster parent, foster family, Triple P counts towards your training hours. So come join us.
Oh,
and
that's
you can
cool.
get some credit that you need.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I love it when the foster families come. They're a lot of fun.
Bless them.
And then,
Bless
of course,
them.
send in your questions to info@trippleplcartcounty.org. Your opportunity to win a $50 gift card to some restaurants out in the area that have really partnered with Triple P in helping to make this happen. So we would love to hear from you and Triple P. Trisha, you would love to hear
I'd
from
really
them
like
as well.
to know what you'd like us to talk about. So share with me your questions and ideas, or like, hey, let's listen to this.
Okay. Find out more at trippleplcartcounty.org. trippleplcartcounty.org. Triple P